Watch Skip Baldwin weeknights on Fox 17 News.
Coming up next, mornings on Fox 17, sponsored in part by D.T. McCall & Sons.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, June 1st, and you're watching Mornings on Fox 17, the best way to start your day with news and fun in the morning. Coming up, we have two new adorable pets of the week to introduce you to. Aww. And author Philip Gully will take us on a special visit to the town of Harmony, Indiana for a closer look at his new book, Life Goes On. And we will have all the details about the tackiest charity event in town, the Swine Farm. Plus, news, weather, and back to the work week traffic from me, David Park. Now here are your hosts, Charlie Chase and Kelly Sutton.
All right, thanks, David Park. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Welcome to Mornings on Fox 17. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, as they say.
Bright
and early. After a day off yesterday, I understand.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for people to get up this morning.
It's like Monday all over again.
I know. Well, and you know, it's a Memorial Day, so everybody went out and had fun. What'd you do?
Memorial Day. Actually, went to the mall. I'm serious. And the mall was packed.
What were you doing at the mall?
Well, they had sales.
What did you get?
Shirt.
Did you get that shirt?
That
I was going to say, I haven't
thing.
seen that shirt.
Thank
I
you.
like that. You're
Like the shirt?
styling.
Thank
Yeah. Very nice.
Thank you very much.
Uh-huh.
it
Just
was-
a little, open it. And
It was on
show.
sale and
do,
stuff.
Do the little open in here. Yeah,
Ta-da.
that's pretty good. Looking good. Karen picked it out, didn't she?
No, I did this. Thank
Oh,
you very much.
really?
Yes.
I'm super proud now. That's pretty good.
Do I look that invalid on the air?
There are days. No,
hey.
teasing. I'm teasing you.
Redeem yourself.
I will.
First weather. Good
Okay,
day
weather.
today. Good
There you
day.
go. I will definitely redeem ourselves
Okay.
on the weather department. We've had a very, very interesting weekend, but however, today, first day back at work, looking pretty decent for us. Let's check it out. Here's what we're seeing. 62 degrees here in Nashville, 58 in Paducah, up in Louisville, 60 degrees. Huntington, West Virginia is at 57 this morning. Let's take a look at the radar. Clear. Just a few little pop-up. Oh, that's old. That's an old radar. That shouldn't be in there. Why is that in there? That's what we had seen.
That's
Here's
not on
what
the
we're
way.
seeing now.
Yes.
This is the updated radar. Sorry about that, folks. I know that they're a little nervous. Here's what we're seeing right now. Most of the storms to the south of us. If you are traveling in the south today, you are going to run into some showers if you're around the Atlanta area, or if you're heading down even south of that in Biloxi, you can see they're going to see some rain even into the panhandle of Florida. So showers down in that area. Our next weather maker is actually to the northeast of us, watching it as it moves through Missouri and in parts of Illinois and southern Indiana, seeing some more rain. And none of us really need any more of that. So that's our next weather maker. Today, however, very nice, partly cloudy.
Yesterday morning, as the storms were hitting, did you hear any of the tornado sirens?
I did not hear the tornado sirens. I did hear the shingles being ripped off of my roof.
No kidding. You lost
Yeah.
some shingles?
Well, they flipped up.
Yeah.
They're not gone. We can just pull them down.
I
hopefully.
live in the Brentwood area, and those sirens went off. David, did you hear them wherever you were? You were down Franklin area, right?
All right, I was way down south. I didn't hear them. If
You
they
didn't
went
hear 'em
off,
down
I
there?
missed the whole shebang.
Well, right after midnight, those sirens went off, so Karen said, all right, everybody, we're going to, she woke me up.
You got all the dogs.
She handed me a
Everybody
dog.
were going
Said,
to
yeah, she handed
Waffle
me a
House.
dog. She got another dog. Said, we're going downstairs. So we did, you know. Had to
There
be
you
safe
go.
about this.
Well, we were awake through, I think we woke up probably at 11 and stayed awake until about 1.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
Pretty-
it was a rough night.
pretty serious weather
It was
coming
a
through there.
rough
David,
night.
how you doing this morning? You okay?
I'm just groovy.
Okay, back to David later.
He's just happy there's nothing
I
crazy attacking
know.
him from above.
Hey, let's bring you up to date on a couple of things here. First of all, Tampa Bay over Calgary. Series tied 2-2. Tampa Bay won 1-0 last night in the Stanley Cup.
Okay.
Lakers will go to the finals. They beat Minnesota 96-90. So they'll play either Indianapolis or Detroit.
Indianapolis.
Well, Detroit's ahead in that series, 3-2.
Doesn't matter.
Game
My
6.
Pacers are going to pull
Hold
it
on.
through.
Game 6 in Detroit tonight.
They're going to pull it through.
They got a lot of pulling to go.
Don't count Reggie out, y'all. Come
All right.
on.
The Sounds beat I start to say Cool Springs. The Sounds beat Colorado Springs.
You saw
I'm still shopping.
You're ready to go back to the mall.
4-3. They play the Cubs tonight at 7. Don't forget this week, Friday night is Faith Night. That's when you get the Moses bobblehead.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Look at David Park doing his bobblehead impression. Nice.
No. Yeah, get one of those when you go to the Sounds game Friday night. And the U.S. Gymnastics Championship, which we talked about a lot here on the show, begin tomorrow here at the Gaylord Entertainment Center through Saturday. So the competition is nationwide as far as coverage and going to get a lot of exposure for Nashville. So
there's so much to do in town.
You notice I've talked a lot of sports there?
You're always talking sports.
Jaci Rae is here. Now, Jaci Rae is a relationship expert, and she's talking about ways to better communicate with your mate, especially ladies talking to guys, and she's talking football and things like that. That'll really get the attention of it.
Really?
Do you know how to talk to Paul effectively? Yeah. Instead of, come here, you jerk.
Hey, you over there. Well, I think the cool thing about her book is not only do women learn how to kind of talk to their man, but men understand a woman in terms of football language and baseball and, such in sports.
We'll see. I'm looking forward to the discussion. That's coming up here in about 20 minutes, all right?
We'll have fun with that.
All right. Meantime, more sports news for you guys out there. Today is the deadline day for several NFL players, which could also be so long day for Titans running back Eddie George, but it's probably not going to happen today. Floyd Reese and Jeff Fisher have both said that the June 1st deadline will not apply to Eddie George. However, Eddie George obviously wants a decision soon, so if he does have to go, he can work out a decent deal with a new team while he has the time to do that before the season begins. So stay tuned. Things are happening over the next few days at the Titans camp. It's now 5 minutes after the hour. Temperatures in the middle 80s today, and actually no chance of rain, maybe later on in the week. For other events this morning, once again, over to Kelly.
Thank you so much, Charlie. A child is dead after the severe storms ripped through Middle Tennessee Sunday night. 7-year-old Katie Hardiman was sleeping at her grandparents' house when a wall collapsed on top of her. The community is now pulling together to support the family. Friends and neighbors spent the afternoon cleaning out the home of Roy and Doris Bass and moving their belongings into storage. Katie's great aunt says that her grandmother is struggling to cope with her granddaughter's death.
It's just awful, but she said she didn't know what she would do. I said, Doris, Katie's a little angel, and the Lord will give you strength for each day. She'll make it.
No other deaths have been reported. The National Weather Service is expected to survey the storm damage today to determine if a tornado actually did touch down. In other news, this Memorial Day had extra meaning for thousands of soldiers at Fort Campbell. The post honored members of the 101st who died over the division's 63-year history. That includes 60 soldiers who didn't return from Iraq.
In the past, it's been a day that soldiers have had a day off, attended cookouts, washed and waxed their cars, and enjoyed the beginning of the summer season. And now we can put names and faces of fallen comrades, and it really has become a personal day for us.
Over the years, more than 30,000 soldiers in the 101st have died in battle. The Memorial Day weekend is the unofficial start of the summer travel season. Although it doesn't rank as one of the busiest travel times of the year, plenty of people take advantage of airline bargains to take an early vacation. Folks we talked to said their decision paid off.
So actually, I think the holiday made it easier to travel, believe it or not. I think everybody traveled prior to the weekend, so I think we lucked out.
Traditionally, Thanksgiving week is the busiest holiday travel time. Speaking of traveling, let's see how things are traveling on the roadways this morning. Here is David Park.
Thank you, oh queen of the Segway. We're looking pretty good out there to start the morning. We did pick up, however, a wreck with injuries out in Donaldson, McGavick Pike at Grayland Drive, a little bit south of Lebanon Road. Taking a look live at the Fox Sky, you can see traffic moving nicely up from the south side, Wedgwood into downtown I-40. Going to have that construction that was suspended over the weekend. It's back today, more blasting on I-40 at Briley Parkway noon and 1 o'clock today. So get ready for that. And taking a peek on the TDOT SmartWay camera, the Stillman Evans Bridge. That's going to have some overnight work tonight and tomorrow and some big time lane reductions over the weekend. 24 eastbound, the cars heading towards the screen there. That's the lanes that are going to be reduced from 4 lanes down to 2 overnight, tonight, and tomorrow. I'm David Park, Fox 17 Traffic. Back to you, Kelly.
Thank you very much, David Park. Here's what we see right now. 61 degrees in Nashville. We've actually dropped a degree since we started the show. 60 degrees up in Louisville. Down in Birmingham, 60 degrees as you wake up this morning. Here's what we're seeing on the radar. Lots of showers to the south of us, as you see down around parts of Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, seeing the rain, southern Mississippi, southern Alabama, also all the way up in parts of Atlanta, seeing some of those showers as they move through this morning. Our next rainmaker really is happening in the northeast. That's what we're seeing right now over parts of Missouri, also southern Illinois, seeing a little bit of that rain this morning. That is what we will be watching to see what will be happening with those showers as they come into our area. Our future cast, well, this is actually an older one for us, but as we've seen most of the rain moving out for us today, we're partly cloudy skies. That's what we will contend with throughout the day today. At noon, 84 degrees. At 5 p.m., 84 degrees. And your Fox 7 day, the correct one, there it is. 86 is your high, 66 your low, partly cloudy skies, 81 tomorrow. Chance of rain moving in tonight, staying with us tomorrow morning. So that's what we're going to contend with. Our next chance of rain moving through tomorrow. 81 our high, 79 our high on Thursday with a low of 59. And then the weekend looking like, well, half and half. Saturday looking decent for us, 85 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Sunday, chance of rain moves in, 86 will be our high. Coming up next, we'll introduce you to two of our new pets of the week. But first, this word from DT McCall. Hey!
Hey! You know, it turned out to be a beautiful weekend, but Chris, it's time to get back to work.
Exactly. You know, we have a lot of values. If you're going back to work, you might need a nice desk here from Hooker.
That's right, like
Great
this one.
value in cherry here. This has leather inlaid tops, ball bearing glides, beautiful desk, regular. $18.99 now, only $899.
Wow.
The best in the business. Come see that.
That is a great deal. And you need to still relax in its beautiful cherry bedroom group, dresser, mirror, chest, and bed for only $9.99.
Excellent value in oak here, the spindle bed with the block post, dresser, mirror, chest, and bed in oak, only $1,399. Excellent value too.
And this Birkline leather sofa is only $8.99, and that's delivered.
That's right, in leather, also from the Tootsie fine Italian leather, full reclining sofa, kind of a contemporary look there, only $1,499, a great value. You know, we're delivering them from any of our 4 locations, Carthage, Lafayette, Cookeville, and Lebanon. Call us on that Nashville line at 255-4614. You got to come see us today.
Hey!
At the edge of America is a heavenly place to visit, where the only thing spoiled by man
I'm not supposed to socialize with guests.
Well, I won't tell if you don't.
are the people who stay at Hawaii's most exclusive resort.
Welcome to paradise.
Meet the staff of the Grand Waimea Hotel, where guest relations
Ready to party?
has a whole new meaning.
We'll drop $130 grand at a hotel. You expect perfection.
North Shore, series premiere Monday, June 14th on Fox.
Sears Outlet Store at 642 Thompson Lane has over 55,000 square feet of major brand name appliances, including top brands such as Kenmore, Whirlpool, Amana, and GE. Take one home today. Right now, take advantage of our huge refrigerator blowout. Selected refrigerators are 50% off original retail price. We have a huge selection of merchandise with new shipments arriving daily. Don't miss our refrigerator blowout. Come in today for 50% off Sears original retail prices. Sears Outlet on Thompson Lane. Good life, great price, every day.
If you carry this card, you'll want this card, the AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan card. Even with Medicare, you could still pay nearly half of your medical bills out of your own pocket. If you're 65 or over, this card can help pay for what Medicare doesn't. This is one powerful card. It represents the only Medicare supplement plan endorsed by AARP. Why an AARP Medicare supplement plan? Because you can keep your own doctors without any referrals and no claim forms. Prescription drug coverage is available, and AARP group rates keep prices affordable. Call to get free information about these plans underwritten by United Healthcare Insurance Company. There's no obligation, and it's easy to switch to an AARP plan. Call and learn about our service extras, and you'll also get this free booklet. Call now even if you're not an AARP member yet, and join more than 2 million members enjoying the benefits of this powerful card. Call now.
Welcome everybody to our Pets of the Week segment, one of our favorite segments here on Mornings on Fox 17 at 6:13, and Sherry McCamish is here with two of our new friends, Pretty the cat, Max the dog, who has quite an itch right now, Max, what are you doing down there? Let's
He's
talk
been out
about
walking
Max.
in the grass.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, we just went for a little walk. Actually, you can see that his feet are a little wet from all the dew outside.
Show everybody
But
your
he
face.
enjoys a leash walk. He's a good walking buddy.
Yeah, he is.
Max is he's just got that big teddy bear look to him, doesn't he?
He does.
He's
What
just
a
a big old
sweetheart.
teddy bear of a dog. Max is a young guy. He's 1 to 2 years old. He's neutered, and he's a lab chow mix. He's definitely got the chow body build, and he's got that longer, curlier hair, but his face definitely looks like a lab. And he's kind of got that goofy lab thing going on too. He's a little bit goofy. He's a lot of fun. He's very good-natured, very friendly, likes other pets, and just lives for playtime. He is just a hard playing dog. He really does just love to rough and tumble. And I think you could teach him to play fetch pretty easily too. He chases after the ball. He's very interested in it. So I think somebody could really teach him to play fetch, or maybe even a little frisbee, you never know. And as far as house trained, he was turned in as an outdoor dog and said that he wasn't house trained, but he did really well last night.
Really?
I think with consistency and crate training, I don't think you'd have a problem. He didn't have any accidents in the house, seems to know exactly what he needs to do when he goes outside on leash, slept in the crate fine overnight last night. So I think he would make just a perfect indoor dog. And he didn't do bad in his bath. I actually bathed yesterday since it was a holiday.
Oh, yeah.
So Max got the big old bath from me yesterday, and he did very well in his bath. So
He's so cute. Look at this face. What a cutie. Okay, Pretty the cat. Well, her name says it all. Hello, Pretty.
she is pretty. She's got a great colorful coat, kind of a dilute tortoiseshell. It's got the brown and the tan and then that bright orange running through it. Big, beautiful green eyes. Now, Pretty is the independent sort. She's not much of a lap cat, but she does love attention, and she can be quite vocal. Matter of fact, when she wants your attention, she'll let you know. She's one of those cats in the cat room that when you walk by her cage, she just kind of whacks you.
Like, hey.
How dare you walk by me without giving me some attention? So she's very, she's kind of the queen of the household. She's a 3-year-old, a spayed female. She's litter trained. She's tested negative for FIV, feline leukemia, and she would just make a perfect independent kind of companion, but again, she likes attention, but maybe not the biggest lap cat.
I can understand that. Yeah, she's a cool cat, likes to hang out on her own every once in a while. If you are interested in either one of these animals, please let them know. You can give them a call. The number, 444-1144, HAWConline.com is their website. Check them out. You can also stop by and visit if you would like to do so. The Humane Association of Wilson County is open Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 until 5, on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10 until 7. And of course, with it being summer out there, Sherry, we have to remind everybody, lots of water for your pets. Make sure that they've got their fleas and tick stuff in between their shoulder blades.
We are seeing so many fleas and ticks. So make sure that you're talking to your veterinarian about flea tick preventative and heartworm preventative.
That's right.
Of course, heartworms can be deadly, and that is transmitted through mosquitoes, and it's this time of year. So talk to your veterinarian about what you need to keep your pets on to keep them healthy and to keep your house free of pests.
Yeah, you don't want the fleas in the house.
Definitely
not easy to get rid of. Okay, thank you very much for bringing them in.
Oh.
Pretty, you're almost
Pretty's
off.
getting
You're
ready to go.
almost off, baby.
I told her to give me 2 minutes, and that's about
2
what she gave
minutes,
me.
Pretty. 2 minutes. Coming up, we have another look at this morning's top stories, weather, and traffic. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Are you tired of embarrassing facial hair and dread painful hair removal from sensitive areas? Hi, I'm Debbie James, here for Finishing Touch, the new pen-shaped hair remover that erases unwanted hair instantly and painlessly. It's designed for precision hair removal from even the most sensitive areas, absolutely pain-free. Watch, Finishing Touch can remove hair from all sensitive areas, yet it's powerful enough to remove even the thickest hair anywhere. The secret is the microtechnology that literally erases the hair cleanly and discreetly. And watch, it's safe to the touch, guaranteed. Shaving bikini lines leaves razor burns and bumps, but Finishing Touch removes hair without a trace of irritation and is safe on even the most sensitive skin. Plucking eyebrows is painful, but Finishing Touch has a special attachment that painlessly grooms eyebrows or unibrows. Waxing can hurt. Now magically, erase hair along the lip or chin, remove hair from all sensitive areas, toes, ankles, or knees. It's perfect for the entire family. It removes stray hair anywhere. Sleek and discreet for purse or makeup bag. Call now and get the Finishing Touch Precision Hair Remover System, a $30 value for only $14.99. As a free gift, you'll get the Quick Dry Hair Wrap to keep hair out of the way. A $10 value, yours free. But wait, Call now and you'll also get our Finishing Touch lighted 5-time magnification mirror for facial hair removal, contact lenses, or makeup. A $20 value, absolutely free. You get it all. The Finishing Touch hair remover, eyebrow attachment, carrying case, quick dry hair wrap, and lighted mirror. An incredible $60 value for only $14.99. But you have to call now. Here's how to order.
To order Finishing Touch for $14.99 plus $5.99 shipping and handling, have your credit card ready and call 1-800-803-1133. That's 1-800-803-1133. So call 1-800-803-1133.
Welcome back. You're watching Mornings on Fox 17. In the news this morning, Memorial Day is a time to honor the men and women of the armed forces, both past and present. For many families, it means picnics, a day at the lake, and just time spent together. But for some families in Middle Tennessee, Memorial Day means time spent apart. Fox 17 News recently traveled with Charlie Daniels' band to Germany and Kosovo to meet some of the men and women of the United States military. What we found was truly impressive.
The Charlie Daniels Band is performing for U.S. troops and their families at a military base in Wiesbaden, Germany. It's a brief and welcome break from the reality of war. Many troops here have already served a year in Iraq, and they've just found out they're going back, and they know what to expect.
Explosions, bullets flying by, and you don't really hear the real sound on TV or anything like that. You hear it on TV and you think you know the sound, but it's not the same in reality. It's completely different.
Injured troops from Iraq are eventually brought here to the Landstuhl Military Hospital in Kaiserslautern.
Some of them had limbs blown off. Some of them are injured in about any kind of way you can think of. And they bring them here and patch them up. And the common thing among these kids that were, hurt bad, was they want to go back.
It's a common theme among a group of men and women who serve with pride and purpose. People like Logistics Chief Timothy Bateman of Knoxville, who's currently serving in Germany.
You've signed on the dotted line to support and defend the Constitution of the United States, and that is one of the highest callings that you could do.
Others gladly serve, even though it means leaving loved ones at home.
Daniel, Rebecca, and Jonathan, and my wife, just want to say I love you and doing great.
Matthew Moore is from Murfreesboro. In Kosovo, Lieutenant Moore serves as a helicopter pilot. It's his job to provide intelligence to ground troops trying to keep the peace in a volatile region of the world.
It's a unique case. All the troops are glad to be here. I'm glad to be here. It's tremendous how much of an impact you have day to day on the lives of the citizens here.
Whether it's in Iraq, Kosovo, Germany, or anywhere else in the world, the members of the U.S. military are unique in their dedication to service.
Since I've been here, I've got kids walking up to me wanting to volunteer to stay here for another rotation. I got kids walking up to volunteer to go to Iraq.
Wonderful kids. Nobody makes them go to the military. They go because they want to. They want to serve.
On this Memorial Day, many of the men and women of the United States military are on duty, far from home, but never forgotten.
I can't tell you how many of you thank me for coming over here, but I want to tell you something. I want to thank you for being over here, because we can only do what we do because you do what you do.
Ashley Webster, Fox 17 News.
There are more than 1,000 Tennessee National Guard members currently serving in Iraq and Afghanistan. Time now to take a look at those traffic conditions. Before you head out this morning, here is David Park.
Thank you so much, Kelly. Still looking pretty good out there. A little bit of volume starting to build on the interstate. You can see I-40 coming in from the west side over Charlotte Avenue downtown. No problems there. No interstate wrecks or stalled cars. Got rid of that crash we had in Donaldson on McGavick Pike at Grayland Drive, so that's looking pretty good. Another construction spot might get folks in the midday is up on the north side. Taking a look at the TDOT SmartWay camera is going to be I-65 at Old Hickory Boulevard, which we may or may not actually see. But it's there, trust me. And that's going to have lane reductions between 9 and 3 today and tomorrow as they do some road work up there. So get ready for more of that slow stuff during the midday up in Madison. I'm David Park, Fox 17 Traffic. Back to you, Kelly.
Thank you very much, David Park. Waking up this morning with 61 degrees over in Memphis, 67, Paducah 58 degrees. Here is a current radar picture. You can see showers are out of here. That's good news for everyone involved. We saw plenty of rain and some storms moving through Sunday night into Monday morning. Monday looking pretty decent for us. Tuesday, much of the same. So as we go through the day today, unless you are traveling to the south, you should be in the clear. Most of Tennessee going to be nice throughout the day. Now tonight, that's when the showers could be moving in. We put the Futurecast into motion. You can see throughout the daytime hours doing okay. We get around 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, storms start to build. Chances of storms all the way through the nighttime hours as we wake up tomorrow. Could wake up with some more rain. Partly cloudy throughout the day today at noon, 84 degrees. At 5 p.m., 84 degrees. High today, 86. Partly cloudy skies. 66 our low tonight. Tomorrow, 81 degrees. Chance of rain showers early in the morning and staying with us through the morning hours and then clearing off for us. High tomorrow, 81. 60 will be the low. 79 on Thursday. Friday, partly cloudy skies. High 81. Saturday, 85 degrees. Rain chances move back in on Sunday and stay with us Sunday and Monday. High Monday, 85 degrees.
Well, personal question for you. Have you ever visited Harmony, Indiana? Well, you can through a series of books authored by a gentleman who has put together a wonderful look at life in a small town, which can be a great escape from the real world. Trust me. Here's the man, I should say the author, but maybe the mayor of Harmony, Indiana, Philip Gulley. Philip, how are you?
I'm well.
It's good to see you. Here's his latest book called Life Goes On, and this is the 5th in a series of the books, which I understand originated from you writing for the church bulletin on a regular basis,
yeah,
right?
That's right. Yeah, I pastored a small Quaker meeting in Indianapolis, and there were 12 people in it, and they wanted a newsletter, and I really resisted. I said I could call everyone to the news in 5 minutes, and they persisted, and so I began writing essays. And
were you making up stories about life, about life's lessons or anything like that included in the essays?
Mostly just, when I started out, just about people I'd known and grown up with in the small town where I still live, in Danville, Indiana. And then when people started asking me to write about their mother or their prize-winning tomato, I thought it'd be a good idea to go into fiction. And so that's how the Harmony series was born.
How do you come up with the town, Harmony, Indiana, and where do you get the ideas for the development of the town in the course of the books?
Well, I've been a Quaker pastor for 20 years, and so you have this entree into people's lives. I became a pastor so I could learn all the secrets, you know. And
that puts you on top in a small town. When you know all
it really
the secrets,
does. You know? That's a high commodity in
Absolutely.
a small town. And so just began writing these and sketches of characters. And
these are real people that you're basically
sure,
here.
Yeah, I changed their names, but you know,
thank goodness.
You have Dale Henshaw, who knows just enough scripture to be annoying, but not enough to be transformed.
But he's not the preacher of the town, is he?
No. He's kind of Sam Gardner, and Sam Gardner is the Quaker pastor. He's kind of Sam's nemesis. He's always, Sam can never be quite good enough.
Now these are characters who have been developed and make appearances in all the books, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Is there a floozy in town or anything like that, or?
There are some interesting women who don't get talked about in public. I'll say that.
Being a Quaker minister, have you ever found yourself saying, you know, because of my belief, I can't write about these people. Have you ever found yourself having to stop?
I'm somewhat constrained,
Yeah, because let's face it, small town life is a very interesting study in characters and everything.
Oh, that's right.
But it is a good escape. Is this a way for you to escape from the real world?
It is, and I'm a father and busy being a pastor and a writer, and when I write these books, it's like taking a little vacation.
I was going to say, when somebody picks up one of these books, and let's be specific about this one called Life Goes On, what will the reader experience about their visit to Harmony this time around?
Well, hopefully a lot of laughs, and in each book I tried to deal with a certain theme, and in this book the theme is resistance to change, and how people respond as we grow and as we change and develop, and particularly in the church, how they really try to stop that process. Sam gets in trouble for expressing doubt about the virgin birth. And just in an aside comment that he made to the church organist, finds himself in hot water. And so all of a gang of people try to go after his job, and rescued only when another catastrophe diverts their attention away.
I got you. Have you ever had people approach you and say, "Preacher, you've been writing about me"?
Oh, all the time.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Whether you have been or not, they probably recognize it.
And it's always interesting. They always assume they're some of the more noble and virtuous characters, and never.
Naturally. Well, this is a wonderful visit. This is a wonderful escape, as we say, from the real world. When you want to visit Harmony, Indiana, Life Goes On. This is the 5th in a series of books from Philip Gully. Philip, it's a pleasure to meet you, and I hope you don't write about me. I come from a small town. You probably have written about me already in here. I just don't know it
You're
yet,
going
right?
to be in the next book, man.
Thanks a lot. I'll keep an eye out on you. Good to meet you, sir. We'll take a break. More Mornings on Fox 17 coming up right after this. It was a lot of fun visiting with the author because I could read his book without my glasses. This is Ed here from Aerosmith Eye Institute. Welcome to the show.
Great.
We were just talking about the fact that on the way in this morning, I was looking around going, it's so great having the vision that I have thanks to the corrections I had at Aerosmith Eye Institute.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
And look, we have another myth we'd like to dispel today.
Right, and the biggest myth we have, it seems like on every phone call, is, well, you really can't help me, I just have a reading problem. And we know that's not true, right, Charlie?
That is exactly my deal right there, both for Karen and myself, because my wife Karen had it done first, then I had it done. And I walked in and I said, look, I use glasses for reading, and I want to be able to read books, but without the glasses. So do that. So the correction was made. It's like I'm 17 years old again with my vision. The next morning after we go in for the check, you go in for a checkup the day after with the good doctor, Dr. A, and we go to breakfast, and we're sitting there reading the backs of the Sweet and Low packs the day after the vision.
You never knew how bad that was for you, too.
It was incredible. It does work. People look me straight in the eyes. Does that work?
Yeah, see if you tell the truth.
It does work.
Okay, so what you do is you call us at 327-2020. That's 327-2020, and we'll give you great vision and answer all your questions.
I see what you're talking about.
Oh.
If you carry this card, you'll want this card, the AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan card. Even with Medicare, you could still pay nearly half of your medical bills out of your own pocket. If you're 65 or over, this card can help pay for what Medicare doesn't. This is one powerful card. It represents the only Medicare supplement plan endorsed by AARP. Why an AARP Medicare supplement plan? Because you can keep your own doctors without any referrals and no claim forms. Prescription drug coverage is available, and AARP group rates keep prices affordable. Call to get free information about these plans underwritten by United Healthcare Insurance Company. There's no obligation, and it's easy to switch to an AARP plan. Call and learn about our service extras, and you'll also get this free booklet. Call now even if you're not an AARP member yet, and join more than 2 million members enjoying the benefits of this powerful card. Call now.
Nashville's newest family attraction is in the Valley. Valley Amusement Park on Music Valley Drive. There's something for everyone. Bumping, spinning, high flying, or just relaxing. There are games, fun food, and, oh yeah, a speeding roller coaster. Enjoy the rides all day for one low price. You can make a whole day of it with go-karts, Grand Ole Golf, and lots more. It's all at Valley Amusement Park on Music Valley Drive. It's family fun day and night.
Hey, I'm having fun. Come on out. Don't miss Goodies One-Day sales starting Wednesday at 9 a.m.
The fashion look without the fashion price.
50% off knits, tanks, and casual shorts for the family. 50% off capris for misses, special sizes, and juniors. And 50% off entire stock men's Ivy Crew Munsing wear and duck head knit and woven shirts and twill shorts. Plus, seniors take an extra 15% off your purchase. Some exclusions apply.
One incredible day of savings you can't afford to miss.
Goodies One-Day sale this Wednesday.
You're watching Mornings on Fox 17. Coming up this half hour, if you are one of the thousands of men who need a solution to the communication problems you find with the women in your life, can make that millions of men, then find out about winning points with the woman in your life, one touchdown at a time. And we will have all those tacky details about this year's annual swine ball. Sue-wee. But first, here are Charlie and Kelly with today's birthday wishes.
And we've got him right here. Andy Griffith turned 78 today. Isn't that remarkable? He follows us on the show.
Yes, he does. Matlock himself.
prior to 78. Morgan Freeman is 67 today. The Sum of All Fears. I thought he was a great actor in that one.
Yeah.
Ronnie Dunn of Brooks and Dunn. Congratulations, by the way, to Ronnie and Kix. They were winners of the Duo Award at the ACMs.
Yep.
Ronnie's 51 today, and Heidi Klum is 31.
Really? I thought she was younger than that.
Let's just look at Heidi and enjoy.
Oh, move along. Nothing to see. Jack Brown.
Yeah, what do you mean there's nothing to see?
There's nothing to see.
There's a lot there.
Jack
Brown. Hello, Jack. Jack celebrates the Big 6-0 today in Hermitage, Tennessee. Jack, hope you have a wonderful day. Send in your request to birthday wishes, 631 Mainstream Drive, Nashville, 37228. The email address is mornings@fox17.com. This could get interesting here. Throughout time, if there's one issue between men and women and their relationships that has rarely been solved, it's the ability, or lack of, to communicate effectively. Yes, you can giggle, Ed. Yeah, we all agree with that. I know what we're talking about.
Just gather round this morning, please. Pay attention. Our guest this morning is convinced she might have the solution for everyone out there. She has a new book called Winning Points with the Woman in Your Life, One Touchdown at a Time.
Yeah, huh?
Yes, get ready. Miss Jaci Rae is here to explain how to speak to men in their language, how men need to speak to women using football terminology. What a great idea.
Thank you. I actually was dating somebody who worked in the NFL, which was the inspiration for this book. And he's a great guy, still friends with him, but he was like clueless, really clueless for relationships. So I used an emotional word picture which encompassed football scrimmages, and he understood me, and all of a sudden it clicked, and that's how this came about.
Wait. So you're using football terminology here to kind of, first of all, identify the problem, identify the way to communicate.
Correct.
And guys are getting that?
And guys are getting it. I'm one of those pre-planners, and so I was like polling about 300 different men. I took this before I took the script to them, the manuscript, and they got it. 98% loved the book. They're like, wow, this is like not preachy. It doesn't have anything to do with romance. I mean, there's a romance chapter in there, but it's not, all gushy-gushy. I can understand this. And so I was like, okay, cool. We're doing it then.
That's awesome. What's the number one problem that men have talking to women? Let's get right to the chase.
Let's get right
we
to
don't
the
have
chase.
a whole lot of time here, people. Stand by.
Yeah, that they don't. They say to the number one problem that men have with us women is that they say we don't say what we mean.
Okay.
Yes and
well,
no.
You don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You
Well,
Give it.
give it out there. No. Yes and no. That's their biggest problem.
Really?
Yes and no. When we say yes and it doesn't mean yes, they're like so confused, because we're trying to be sympathetic. We want to be like, okay, sure, you want to go out with the guys, when really, we're like, yeah, okay, go out with the guys, see what we get later. Instead of saying what we mean, which is, what? Okay, go out with the guys, but could you come back later?
Yeah.
And hang out with me since you said you would.
Yes.
That is their biggest problem. So I explain why women do that. I tell them how they can avoid being benched. It's the nurturing part of us. We want to accommodate the man in our life. We want to help them have their needs met, be happy and satisfied, but we forget that sometimes we get upset. Look at that look on his face.
We're just here to confuse you.
Yeah,
That's
we're communication conundrums.
I have to ask you about one aspect of the book here.
Sure.
Okay, I just thumbing through there. It says, and this, by the way, we're talking about relationships, not just married couples. It's men, women in general.
Exactly.
Relationships in general. Even if you've been married a long time, schedule makeout sessions once a week. Is that what? That's what she said. Now, as well as I do. You say that to some woman, she goes, no. Yeah, you schedule the makeup session. I will be over at the mall.
No. You want a woman to rock your world, you got to learn how to kiss her.
Oh, let's get to that chapter. Where's that? All right.
That's spread throughout the book, but I also wrote a playbook, which isn't here. I just finished it, and it's going to be a board. Yeah, there's a playbook.
Yeah, that's what we need.
Tonight at Borders at 7, I'll be doing a mini concert and signing them all, but it's West End, Nashville, the Borders. So anyway, cool. It talks about, I actually went out and I went on the streets. It took me a year to pull a bunch of women to find out, questions like that. What do you think about kissing, and what inspires you in life, and what makes you happy in relationships?
Give guys tips then.
Which one?
How to be an effective kisser.
Oh, okay. First of all, you got to use your lips like you're massaging, like your hands. That's huge. Women are tired of men just Can I say this on
No, they're tired.
it.
They're tired of just a straight lip kiss.
Well,
no emotion.
The tongue thrusting, swishing around. I call it the toilet bowl kiss. You know, like it. They're tired of it. You know, and so.
I've heard tonsil tennis, and that's it.
Tonsil hockey. We used to call it when we were little tonsil hockey.
Stop.
Okay, so in other words, don't do that.
No. You can make kissing so sensual, and that actually has a whole chapter in the playbook about how to kiss. And then,
don't look at me. What?
She's laughing. He's laughing. I've thrown the crowd off. They're like
I'm
done.
Dying. That's absolutely hilarious. Oh my Lord. Okay, so
Wait a minute. How is love like football? I want to hear your definition.
Okay, well, when you in football to make it to the Super Bowl, right? You got to practice. You got to make it to the practices.
Yeah.
You got to listen to the coach, learn the plays, learn the rules, and you don't just quit when you won all the games and gone to the Super Bowl anyway.
Okay.
Relationships exactly the same. Got to practice, listen to the coach.
Oh, and if you win, you get a ring.
Yeah,
I get it.
Touchdown. Girlfriend. Perfect. Everybody is on it.
I get it. JC, you're
look at this.
Yeah. All right. Did they get the touchdown?
Yes, he did.
Oh, woo!
There it is. Go UT. Go Titans.
But you got to stay within the lines.
We love the Titans. There you go.
All right.
There you go.
That's perfect.
This is a lot. We've had a lot of fun discussing this, but you're very serious about getting people to wake up.
It's a great idea.
It's an interesting way of communicating, which seems to be the big problem.
Yeah, and
Right?
it just takes football scrimmages and tells you facts, how we think and feel, chemically why we are the way we are, how we are born that way, the chemistry of love. There's actually a chemistry of love that makes you jump for joy. There's an actual chemistry that comes down from your brain that makes you jump for joy. So there's all that stuff that goes on.
Well, see, now,
jumping for
the guys
joy
out there will understand this. Read this book to avoid the incomplete pass.
Oh, check it out.
No, okay, let's put that in a positive light. Read this book so that you can make it to the end zone consistently.
Ooh.
There you go.
And moving on, jcrae.com, JACIRAE, jcrae.com.
And you're going to be at
I'm going to be at Borders West End tonight in Nashville at 7 o'clock.
I know you're a recording artist, so you're going to do some songs.
Yeah, they asked me to do a mini concert. That'll be free, and I'll be giving away
that.
free autographed pictures tonight.
Awesome.
And then you can come and buy the winning book or the Ultimate Guide to Music Success, which that's what started my writing
Single
career.
man, take it.
Oh yeah, he's going. He goes. He told me.
All right, we are out of time. They're screaming at me in my ear. Don't read that.
Is there a
You
quiz
need help.
later?
Yes.
Quiz later.
It's 20 minutes before the hour. JC, this has been a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Enjoyed
Thank
the
you
visit
for
this
having
morning.
me.
Coming up, more news, weather, and traffic after this word from, and this should be an interesting follow-up to the discussion over here. This word from DT McCall. Try this.
Hey, you know what? Father's Day is coming up, and it's time to win points with men. And how do you do that?
That's
a lazy
great
boy.
chair. That's right. Score every time with this lazy boy chair. Let me show you here a more petite chair.
Well, ladies, have you ever wondered why doesn't my man understand me? Why doesn't he hear what I'm saying? Well, the truth is y'all just speak a different language. But if your fella could flip a page and get the answers you think he would, well, your wait is over, because here it is. Jaci Rae's book, Winning Points with a Woman in Your Life, One Touchdown at a Time, tackles that very subject. Jaci, good to see you.
Good to see you. Nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
We're glad you're here. Welcome to Nashville from California. Let me read the thing that set the stage. One of the most valuable lessons you can learn is that once your mate is satisfied, you will be in for the game of your life, as she will want to satisfy you. That might be a pretty good selling point. You might want to keep that one in mind sometime.
That's true. It's true. What sometimes we forget is if the other person in our life is happy, they're going to be more than happy to be pleasing you. And so oftentimes we get so involved in our own lives that we forget that's what's going to make them happy. Come on, guys, everybody wants to be happy.
Oh yeah, and it's not brain surgery.
You want to win.
We just think different. This book takes into account that, first of all, we're obviously created differently because of whatever happens in the womb. But
chemical.
Exactly, the chemical thing. But we need a manual is one of the things you said. We need to listen versus hear, or is it hear versus listen?
You need to listen versus hear.
No. No, I'm sure you get that all the time. Sure. But we need to listen, right?
Yeah. You need to listen. There's a huge difference between listening and hearing. Actually, if you look up in the book, I have several. I'm into defining words, and this book was not written as like a preachy, No, it's all about the facts. I wanted it to be short, I wanted it to be fun, I wanted it to be about the facts. And the 300 men that were polled, 98% liked or loved it. So
it really is quite interesting. Besides that, there's all kinds of fun football facts. Okay.
I love that part.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. I enjoyed this fact. Get this. Men speak 12 to 13,000 words a day. Women speak 25 to 26,000 words a day. Okay,
yeah, so by the time you guys get home and we're like, at you, you're like, woohoo! So women, you need to give them time in the cave, at least a half an hour, so they can, adjust their thoughts. And men need to understand that we're just starting the game when you get home, man. We're ready for the first down. You guys have already passed the fourth down. You're past the fourth quarter. You're done.
Your game's over. Yeah. What about, fellas? Did y'all know this? Women feel words.
Yes.
I had no idea when my wife was talking to me, she was feeling the words.
Oh yeah, they have an emotional impact on who we are. And I go into great detail about how that is and how you can understand what certain words mean, and I list the actual definitions of words so that you can see the impact. Because a lot of times we forget that certain words actually have that certain definition, not just a broad general definition. There's a definition, and women take that to heart.
Got 15 seconds. Guess what, fellas? No doesn't necessarily mean no.
Nope, no doesn't necessarily mean no, unless it's in the sexual realm. Yep. No is always no. Let's make that clear. Right. But yes is not always yes either, because again, we want to make our man happy, and I go into great detail about that in there, why it is that we will say yes or no, and it will explain it in there. And if you come to Borders tonight at 7 o'clock, Nashville, West End, I'll be signing, and they asked me to do a mini concert, and I'll be autographing free photographs and the book, and come on down.
It's good. Winning Points with a Woman in Your Life, One Touchdown at a Time. Actually, it's for the whole relationship. It's fantastic to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for having me.
It's our pleasure. Once again, Jaci's book is called Winning Points with a Woman in Your Life, One Touchdown at a Time. For more information, go to our website, WSMV.com, and click on the More at Midday section. All right.
Live from WKYC, this is Studio 3 with Fred Griffith and Holly Strano.
Well, hello. Is where to go.
Well, today on our program, we're going to have some relationship tips for men, how to get along better with your significant other.
Alrighty, and great summer fashions on a budget. We always like to save, so that's going to be great.
And we have this story of this guy who was caught in an airplane terminal, didn't get out for about 4 years. Tom Hanks plays the role. It's called The Terminal, and we have some tickets to give away to that.
All right, but first, joining us, very excited about this, Buddy Maver, local musician, Sheree. Great. Thanks again for being here. We've got a lot more to come on Studio 3. We're talking to the author of Winning Points with a Woman in Your Life. Yeah, we'll explain. Plus, stay tuned for your chance to win tickets to The Terminal with Catherine Zeta-Jones and Tom Hanks. Welcome back to Studio 3. Meet Jaci Rae. She is the author of Winning Points with the Women in Your Life. Jaci is also a female vocalist. She's written several other books. She's multi-talented. And this book, I just love the whole concept. How did you get into the whole thing of, I mean, you said you tested this out.
I actually did. I tested it out. Well, the first thing, it came about because I was dating a man that worked in the NFL. He was like clueless. Okay, the guy had no clue whatsoever when it came to relationships, and I don't care if it was friends or whatever.
Right.
So that was the inspiration. And then I was sitting there and I was like creating this word picture, and then winning points with the woman in your life, one touchdown at a time. What could be easier than that?
Right.
And I tested it before I ever agreed to have it published. I tested it before a panel of 100 men to see both men who love football and men who didn't, what they thought of the book. Because I wanted to make it short, I wanted to make it fun, I wanted to make it impactful, and they got it. 98 of them absolutely loved the book, and I couldn't believe it, because you know men do not like to read these. This is not the audience.
I was just going to say, you think of relationship books, you think of women. You don't think men picking it up and
yeah, but they're like, I mean, what I've heard times, I get it. This isn't about romance. This is so fun.
they
you
can
know,
relate to the whole sports thing.
That's right, because I use the football strategies and analogies and plays, and I put it into the language of men, into how we think and feel as women, and they get it, and they love the fun football facts. That's like, they're like, oh, they said, like one of them said, well, as I'm reading, there's no way I could get bored, even if I would get bored, because then I come to, you know, the birth date of the NFL. You know, when was that? And they're like flipping through the page. When was it? You know,
so great. Well, you have some tips, and I'm going to just go through them, and you'll expand on each. First one: listen to the coach.
Listen to the coach. That's right. The coach in this book is the book, but women, because the only person that can really tell you how a woman thinks and feels is a woman, right? And so that's exactly why I use this language too, so they could understand. This isn't a naggy book. This isn't like, you should do this and you've got it and because you didn't. It's not like that at all.
Okay. Tip number 2, know you're on the playing field. I love your enthusiasm. This is fun.
Oh, I love life. It's great. Isn't it great?
Yeah,
it's a great thing. Okay, so anyway, yeah, you have to know you're on the playing field. You have to get on the playing field. In order to get on the playing field, you have to understand how we think. Can't get on the playing field without knowing how we think. Just like a guy cannot get on the playing field in football, or women. We have women now in the NFL.
Right.
You know, you can't get there unless you've done the work, the practice, and read the book. Listen to the coach. Winning points with the woman in your life, one touchdown at a time.
Makes sense to me, Jaci. Next tip is do not throw off your opponent. Talk about that.
Yeah, okay, we are not opponents. Okay, but sometimes we do feel like opponents, obviously, because we seem like we're on the, you know, we say yes, and you guys go, good, yeah, she said I could go out with my football buddies tonight, you know? And then you come home and she's pissed at you, you know, and she's not happy at all. And you're like, what? You said yes, you know? And you're like, well, I said yes, but I meant yes, you could go out as long as you came home, you know, so we could have dinner, because that's what we had planned.
There's a lot of thought behind each of these. I mean, that really makes sense, though.
Yeah, and this is how men get confused, so I explained why we did that to them and how they can avoid being benched.
All right. Next one is never assume you know the player.
That's right. You can't. The only way you can know your players by keying, which in, you know, football language is watching the subtle movements and hand movements, eye movements. So the same thing applies with women. Watch their movements when you listen to their words, because there's history behind the words. And if you learn the history, which I teach you the history behind the words, you'll not be benched. You'll not be thrown out of the thing. You're not going to be sitting on that couch by yourself with the dress that you thought she looked so good in Saturday and not the dress she was wearing, alone.
Okay, well, I'm going to say the next two together because I think they might be related. The touchdown and makeout session. I love it.
Okay, the makeout sessions I actually go into with my next book, which is the playbook, which I just finished.
Okay.
And that is actually just like the playbook in the NFL. I thought it would be fun. And so it talks about how you do that. But the touchdown is actually communication, because you know what? Seriously, if you want to get the woman in your life to rock your world, and what man out there does not want the woman in your life to rock your world, right? You have got to rock hers. In order to rock hers, you've got to reach her most erogenous zone, which is her brain. Nowhere else are you going to get that touchdown until you reach her brain by communicating. How do you do that? You learn. Winning points with the woman in your life, one touchdown at a time.
Love
in
it.
the playbook. So
pick up a copy of the book. Can we get it at all major bookstores?
you can get it at Borders. I know that it was supposed to be at Barnes & Noble's. Hasn't arrived there yet, but it is for sure at Borders.
Very
they can
good.
go to jacirae.com, which is JACIRAE.com.
Thank you so much, JC. Your enthusiasm is contagious, and there was the book right there. We'll be right back.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. You're awesome.
Pistons are actually going to be all right without Benny Wallace.
Well, I think the one thing that the Pistons can't lay their hat on is they knew how to win in the closing seconds. During the fourth quarter of a game, they would say, you know what, we're going to shut you down. No matter what you do, we're going to shut you down. I don't know if they can say that that's how we win games anymore. And sometimes they outscore you, sometimes they play defense, but they can't say, we're going to lay our hat on, we're going to stop people without Ben Wallace in there anymore. So they have to find an identity again, I think.
But the question is, do you think they'll be able to? Or do you think it's a situation where they'll be a decent team that gets to the postseason and then boom, they'll go home and watch the rest of the playoffs with me and you?
Well, I think to be a great team, you have to have identity, and you have to find what it is. Because if you think about the Lakers when in the 80s and the Celtics, and you think about, you know, the Lakers with Showtime running, you think about great teams, you think about Jordan, and everyone had an identity, defensive, offensive. Dallas now is turning into a great team, an up-tempo team with Phoenix has an identity. What is Detroit's identity now? What's Chicago? All of these teams that hover, they don't have an identity. That's why they're hovering.
Miami's got an identity, but they've looked like garbage a little bit this season. They've got injury too. The Diesel's out. Diesel's out. But is it a situation where the Diesel is finished, or is it one of those situations where look, I've been playing deep into May and June since for the last decade. I need some rest. I ain't worried about come talk to me in April.
Shaq's got the best job in the world because he's got the whole world fooled.
That's right.
What he does, he goes the first month, and he might not come in the greatest shape, and he gets a little injured, and then all of a sudden he says, okay, now I'm gonna take this month and a half to get right. But when I get right, y'all better be ready because I'm going to be ready. And he does that consistently every year. And you say in the last 5 years, this guy's always in the championship game or the Eastern Conference or Western Conference championship. His track record is impactful.
But you know I love the Diesel. And how can you not love the Diesel? The flip side to that, though, is we've never seen him as vulnerable as we saw him during the NBA Finals against Dallas. If it wasn't for D. Wade stepping up and being Jordan-esque to some degree, Miami doesn't win that series, can he?
But the one thing you can say about D. Wade, you can say about Kobe, you can say about Penny Hardaway.
That they play with Shaq.
And Michael Jordan never played with the best player in the league. He was the best player. So these guys have the luxury of playing with a dominant player who commands a double team, and then they don't get doubled. So now they get to play one-on-one. So you get the best one-on-one players in basketball being able to play one-on-one, they're going to look great. And I think that's what Shaq does for everybody. He just lets them play one-on-one. Because you can't double off of D. Wade to go to Shaq. You can't double off of Penny Hardaway to go to Shaq, or you can't double off Kobe. They get to play one-on-one.
So with that being said, if you're Jerry Buss, are you still feeling like you made the right decision by letting go of Shaq and staking your claim to Kobe, who's looked spectacular himself, and we know Kobe's the real deal. Make no mistake about it, but the Diesel's the Diesel.
I think the one thing that you would say, and I think we talked about this before, you know, nobody really won in that. And I always said that the egos of everyone involved, no one wanted to take a hit to their ego. Mitch Kupchak, Jerry Buss, Phil Jackson, Kobe Bryant, or Shaq. Which one of them said, you know what, I'm going to bend a little bit? Nobody bent. Phil left. Kobe gets his contract. Because Kobe said, well, I didn't say anything. I said, well,
yeah, you
saying nothing, it's actually more than saying a lot. Because if you come out and said, I want Shaq, where's Shaq?
Shaq's in L.A.
Shaq's in L.A.
With all of that being said, now that you look at the Western Conference, because you see Shaq in the East, and if Shaq is his dominant self, let's be real, if he comes back and being the Shaq anywhere close to the Shaq that we know and love, nobody's going to beat Miami when it really counts in the East. Out West, you still can't discount San Antonio. They're on a mission. They got something to prove after losing in the Western Conference last year. Dallas has been there now to the NBA Finals. They've got an axe to grind, and Yao Ming is 7'5", and all of a sudden
Everybody saying Yao Ming's better than Shaq.
I didn't say that.
Are you on the? Okay, that's my question. Would you take? Because every barbershop in America, this is the #1 question when I just go get a goatee because I can't get the hair.
There we go. I understand. But you're married now and married to a beautiful wife. Congratulations, by the way. So you don't have to have that much hair. You can lose it. That's all right.
Question, but
I'm still holding on to mine, but go ahead.
No, but see, I'm going to tell you about hair before I'm going to get to that.
There we go.
You got to get rid of things that's going to leave you.
Right.
Like friends, hair.
Right.
Get rid of them first.
I can't get rid of the hair, Kenny. I got a funny shaped head, man.
No, you don't.
A little noggin in the back, man. Could you imagine how I look bald?
You look all right right
It would be bad, man. It would be.
Try.
But right now, I got to hold on to it as much as I can.
But I'm still taking Shaq over everybody without question. To me, like I said, he allows guys to play better. Like Yao Ming plays great, but does he make Tracy McGrady play great?
No.
No.
Tracy McGrady helps him play better, but he doesn't help Tracy McGrady.
That's my point. So you being a great player, you have to, because I play with you. Playing with Akeem Olajuwon, when I play with Akeem Olajuwon, I averaged 14 points, 15 points one year. I've averaged 18, 19 when I played with Sacramento. It was the hardest 18 points I ever had in my life. I come home dead tired, I need foot massage, back massage. The easiest 14 points I ever had in my life.
Wow. Real quick, man, I wanted to ask you about this. Who do you think is going to the NBA Finals? Who's going to win it all?
I'm going with San Antonio. I think that what they have is experience, they have youth, and they have a blend.
Over Miami?
I think this is the year Cleveland sneaks in.
Cleveland?
I think Cleveland sneaks in. I think. But you know what? They take Detroit to the 7 games, right? But they take Detroit to that limit. And the reason Detroit beat them is because they had Ben Wallace and they shut the middle down.
Right.
Well, now when LeBron goes in there, there isn't that other menacing force besides Wallace.
I got you. Before I let you get on out of here, how's everything going with you and Charles, man? How's my man Charles Barkley doing? How's Magic Johnson? How are my boys doing, man? How's life, man?
You know how it is. Coming here, man. This is stealing. Like, we both should go to the bank with a mask on and go cash out checks. Because basically we're doing something we love. We've always been fans about the game.
That's right.
And then all of a sudden you get to talk about it. My brother, like I said, he called me and said, "You just said that to me last night, and now you getting paid to say that on TV? Are you kidding me? Like, what kind of job is that? Where can I sign up at?
You ain't giving up that check, though. You ain't giving up that check or that work environment, no question.
This is the best job in the world, man. Other than playing, I wouldn't want to do anything else.
Man, you know I love you, man. It's good seeing you.
Congratulations on everything here,
Thanks
too,
a lot, man. I appreciate
This is it.
Stephen A. Tell the boys I said what's up. Charles, Magic, Ernie. Everybody tell Ernie I said my best as well. Stephen A. Smith, there's much more to come on, quite frankly. When I return my football panel, we'll get into everything from Reggie and the Saints to the suddenly streaking Titans. Plus, can the Bears win it all if they only have a defense? We'll rap about everything NFL next. Stay tuned. Kenny Smith in the house. One of my boys. Be right back in a minute.
Hey, what's up? I can use some help. Yes, it is. My dream is to leave the world a better place than I found it. Good job, buddy. Yo! Hey, Coach.
The new 2007 Lincoln Navigator with enough room for a basketball team. Life's going. Where to next?
Welcome back to Quite Frankly.